Hello, my name is the Macho Man Eric Jackson, and this is
Sensational K.
and this is
Alec from Philly, WWC.
and we are recapping WrestleMania 31 that took place at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, also known as San Francisco when you feel like it.
Whatever. It's only 50 miles south. Uh, so we went to WrestleMania. Anybody want to talk about it?
Yeah, the drive wasn't so bad. We drove from San Francisco to Santa Clara. The Levi's Stadium has to be like it's like an art piece. It really is one of the more beautiful things I've ever seen. It was fairly easy to park. It was fairly easy to get in.
$40 easy.
And and then so we got in. They had bathrooms everywhere, which was really
It was really nice.
And the food was good. The beer was kind of crappy. I don't know. There were other beers, but they were farther away, so pretty much everywhere sold Budweiser. That was watered down.
10.25.
Yeah, 10.25 a beer. Baseball prices, but we
Go Phillies.
could not figure out the pre-show to save our lives. I watch wrestling. I watch it every Monday. Apparently, the pre-show had the tag match. I thought it was going to have the Andre.
It was the WWE Tag Team Championship. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro win in the Fatal 4-Way kickoff match. That was the one that we missed, but I heard it was good.
I thought last I heard via the app was that the Battle Royal was going to be at the pre-show.
No, the Battle Royal was actually the second match, and we came in.
Okay.
The Battle Royal was actually the second match, and we came in at the end just in time to watch Miz and Mizdow have their kind of like breakup, and then sad for all of us, Big Show defeated Mizdow for the win.
Yeah, and so it would make sense that he would win the Battle Royal one year. I mean, he's a giant. It's got a giant on the statue. It would make sense to just go in there and punch a bunch of guys in the face. However, okay, I still don't really know what this means. You essentially win this thing, and then nothing happens to you. So now you have a big, like, you have something extra to dust in your house. Like, that's essentially the pleasure of the Andre the Giant.
Mind if I jump in here?
Oh, please.
I don't know if there's any connection here, but I have a strong feeling that WWE is setting this up, trying to fuck with us. Last year they make Undertaker lose, but they have this first Andre the Giant Battle Royal. And now it's just nothing this year, but in 20 years, it'll be like Big Show will hold it for 20 years, and then it'll actually be important, like Undertaker's streak once was.
So the Big Show might be getting his own streak. That's
I
one
think that's
theory.
where they're leaning to that.
We would call it the Big Streak.
Next match.
Well, the next match was the ladder match where Daniel Bryan was able to climb a very tall ladder for a very small man and grab the international championship title, giving the fans like a win. Like they just want this man to have a belt so effing bad. Like, and so they got it right. That was like you're like, hey fans, we heard you about the goat bearded short man.
And so yeah, he's definitely got the IC. Let's talk about Dean Ambrose's skull. He broke a ladder with it, and so I mean, I've seen lots of guys do lots of horrible things with ladders through my life, and but I mean, really, his head just straight up broke that ladder. Like, so
shout out to Stardust who brought
got his own ladder,
super tall, black,
Yeah.
sparkly ladder.
Yeah.
We in San Francisco support the freak show. Stardust. Cody is dead.
Cody is dead.
So I was
Cody
really
who?
right. So I was really disappointed to see his very sparkly ladder get broken. It was a hate crime. Thoughts and feelings, Philly WWC?
Dude, man, Dean Ambrose can do whatever the fuck he wants. All this CZW time, that dude's set for life. He can break as many ladders with his skull as he wants, and he's gonna walk away, no problem. Good for him, man.
Yeah, definitely. I hope you're okay, Dean.
Next we have a match that I really enjoyed was a Randy Orton defeating Seth Rollins. Just
man.
I mean that there were some RKO's that they were crowd pleasers, Bob.
Randy Orton is a world-class champion. Seth Rollins, again, he ended up pulling out a lot of surprises tonight. But still, I think stole the show with this one. This was the best wrestling match of the night. Not to say that John Cena didn't wrestle or Daniel Bryan didn't. Everybody wrestled. Nikki Bella even did a great job. But like, it's just like this was the like we're going to be watching this one next year, and we'll fast forward through some other things.
I enjoyed it. Speaking of fast forwarding through some other things, we have the Grandpa match, Sting v Triple H. You want to discuss?
His name is Sting. He's this guy. He does what he wants, and he got a new job. His name is Sting. He used to work for WCW. He's Sting. And he's Sting.
And Triple H got to beat him soundly.
Yeah, so thank God Sting was able to come back to come to the WWE at all to put over Triple H and D-Generation X in what could only be described as the saddest grandpa match of the night.
Oh yeah, and everybody's grandpa friends came out to help the grandpas in their grandpa match. So we got to see like the NWO, old. Yeah, and then who was the other one? The other old dudes?
Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, the Road Dogg Jesse James, who I just can't freaking stand. He's like just awful.
So it was kind of like
Badass
a parade of watching your grandpas fight.
Badass Billy Gunn, and then 6, X-Pac, the 1 2 3 Kid, the Kid, Lightning Kid, Kid Ninja. The Kickflip Kid.
All these kids are like in their 60s.
Yeah, he has literally dozens of names because he's had to change his gimmick like a million times. But yeah, you know who he is.
Other thoughts on the grandpa match?
Sting still got it. I mean, he still had it in TNA, obviously on a limited schedule, a la Ric Flair. But I mean, it was kind of like, it was like okay. Yeah, I mean, I got to see Sting, and that's really what I wanted. He had an awesome entrance. Triple H came out as a RoboCop, or no, I'm sorry,
Terminator.
I was thinking about Sting. Sting and RoboCop friends. It's true. Google it. They know each other. RoboCop tagged with him in a match. Google it. It was Halloween Havoc.
Oh.
I saw that pay-per-view on my grandma's floor eating cream and wheat.
Just another testament to how old these men were.
I wonder if there's a network where I can watch that pay-per-view.
Why? Yes, Philly Alec, there is.
What would that network be, Bob?
It's the WWE network. And if that's down, YouTube it.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Just YouTube it. Next we have the Divas match, AJ Lee and Paige defeating the Bella Twins. I just want to say that I felt like Nikki Bella has been showing us progressively that she can pick Paige up.
And of course AJ Lee, like she's progressively getting bigger divas.
AJ is smaller, but
but she's getting progressively.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like Nikki Bella's new shtick is I pick up people, watch me.
Yeah.
AJ Lee took a nap.
Oh my God! Like, I mean,
we don't know what happened either.
We don't even know what happened.
It wasn't on the screen, so we were just getting the package. So we're just getting like clips and stuff, and then like they cut to the match, and then now there's just like Paige wrestling by herself,
and AJ is like dead on the ground.
Yeah.
But AJ did come in for the win, and I found that to be enjoyable.
Brie had some cool drop kicks. I definitely checked those out. Paige's outfit was awesome with the pentagram.
Oh yeah, we liked the pentagram motif and the blue and the hair.
And the accent work. The accent work on it was good there. Again, this match wasn't really about anything. It was just goths preps.
As the Divas matches usually are. Moving on to a match that was about something, we have John Cena versus Rusev. Rusev came out on motherfucking tank.
Actually, to go backwards real quick, Nikki Bella has Rusev's wrestling moves.
Or Rusev has Nikki Bella.
They wrestled the same match.
They did.
They wrestled exactly the same match. It's just that Paige is a lot smaller than John Cena.
It's true. So John Cena did defeat Rusev to hold the U.S. Championship belt. They gave John Cena also, like Daniel Bryan, the people demand that this man has a belt, so now he has one.
Now, Ronald Reagan didn't know who John Cena was before he got Alzheimer's and passed. But however, he wrote several speeches because the government had informed him that they had finally created the perfect human and that he lived in New England and his name was John Cena. And so, in preparation for the genesis of this person, Ronald Reagan prepared a very touching speech about John Cena, America, and freedom, destiny, and dreams, all embodied in one man. And that man is America, and that man is John Cena.
It is. And he is. Next we have
John Cena won.
Oh yeah, he did. Well, I mentioned that about the belt.
Am I the only one who's upset that he won?
No.
There was
John Cena.
I'm sorry. I'm just if he were to do the same match next year, then he wouldn't headline WrestleMania anymore. And a WrestleMania without John Cena headlining is a WrestleMania that I like.
I want John Cena to get all the belts again.
The crowd was like highly divided. Like there was definitely like an off-on vibe.
Always
one crowd. Like
we love Cena.
We love Cena. Cena sucks. We love Cena.
He is just bigger than everything because everyone has an emotion. You either love him or you hate him. But either way, that's exactly what the show wants. Not having an opinion is the worst thing in the world.
It's true, and I think that I am one of the few people. I feel very ambivalent about John Cena. I care much more about like Freaky Stardust with his sparkly ladder, but you know, I'm a different demo. Next, we have like a weird promo featuring The Rock and UFC bantamweight women's champion Ronda Rousey, where they confront the Authority. And like some harsh words are spoken between Stephanie, Triple H, and Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and Ronda Rousey. And it was a little too, for me, like if there had actually been a tussle, like an actual tussle.
Well, now hold
Stephanie
on.
did go with that.
And Ronda Rousey did do an arm drag on Triple H, which is pretty sweet.
I did enjoy that, but you know what? I wanted more. In my heart, I wanted more.
Also, I want Ronda Rousey's arms.
Like, oh my God!
Like,
right?
I think, like that would be great.
Terrifying.
The Rock was the jabroni.
Electrifying.
He was the people's champ.
Always.
It was everything he ever wanted.
Just a beautiful, gigantic human being. Yeah.
The eyebrow. It was amazing. Triple H again, double dipping.
You
know. Stephanie smacked some people.
She did. I saw.
She was on point tonight.
I liked her dress tonight. Yeah. So next we have The Undertaker restarting his WrestleMania streak, defeating creepy crab walking with probably crabs, Bray Wyatt. Thoughts and feelings?
I love The Undertaker. Happy to see him win again. He should never lose ever again. We should pretend that whole thing that happened in New Orleans just didn't happen, like the moon landing or whatever. Like,
right, which takes us thoughts on the Undertaker Bray Wyatt match?
Listen, there's a whole lot of feelings that are going on. I think this Undertaker WrestleMania thing is going. There was no spark, man. I came into WrestleMania. My first WrestleMania was like, holy shit, I'm gonna see Undertaker WrestleMania. I'd be more excited if there was a streak that he was defending. Now it's nothing. Now Big Show's the only one with a fucking streak.
So I'm sorry. So 21 years undefeated.
That's impressive, but it's not. How do you go from Brock Lesnar to this fucking guy?
Now that's a great question. Let's talk about
apples and oranges.
Exactly.
But like apples and like peanuts. Like it's just like
Brock Lesnar is the peanuts.
Oh.
Okay.
Comparison to Bray Wyatt.
We need a better metaphor.
Yeah, we do.
But essentially, Brock Lesnar is a world-class, superior athlete, UFC champion, eater of men, destroyer of souls, raper of villages.
And we can discuss the fact that even though he lost the title tonight, he was not defeated.
Wrestling. He could have lost to a clown holding a duck, like who beat him up at a Subway.
Unacceptable.
If Subway paid enough money, they would have Brock Lesnar lose.
I believe that no duck could beat Brock Lesnar. There is no duck on this earth, no duck in space, no duck anywhere that could take that man.
I love you.
I love you too.
But yeah, and then you go from Brock Lesnar to Bray Wyatt, And nothing against Bray Wyatt. I mean, I'm glad you had a WrestleMania moment, but you're not any of the dudes the Undertaker wrestled in like the last 5 years. It's like you're not Triple H, you're not CM Punk, you're not
Orton, hell. Then the past 5 years?
yeah.
That was it? Alright, cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like there's a certain crop of people to get to wrestle the Undertaker, and I think it's a little early for Bray Wyatt. I'm glad he gets it on his belt, but also it doesn't do anything. Wow, you lost to the Undertaker, Bray Wyatt. You lose to everybody.
Hey, it's a privilege to lose to the Undertaker.
It is a deep and profound
Like you
honor.
have to get to a certain
But
level before the
he
Undertaker
never
will even bother to take you down.
he never wins against anyone.
I hear you, but
Yeah.
I think that they're also like, again, this was like the kind of WrestleMania of like old dudes and nostalgia. So for those of us who are like neophytes to this particular brand of entertainment, sports entertainment, like I found that it was just like a lot of like old guys like hurting each other.
Which is the history of professional wrestling.
So the final match of the night was Brock Lesnar, of course, like just beating the fucking shit out of Roman Reigns.
Oh, wait.
Oh my god.
Also, just to backtrack on the entrance,
Oh,
Bray
yeah.
Wyatt had kick-ass scarecrows. The Undertaker, though, was just spooky with fire, and you could feel
we could feel the heat.
There's so many damn cameramen just in front of him.
Yeah, I was filled with hate for the cameramen.
Yeah, they were a little sloppy this year, but
Come on.
So yeah, final match of the night, Brock Lesnar firmly and with authority kicking the ass of Roman Reigns. Of course, it was firm.
Let's tell the story now. This is the championship match. Let's unfold it. Let's not some people haven't seen this yet. That's why they need the recap.
But I like to tell them what happened and then we can discuss. Because otherwise we forget.
Cold opening.
Imagine that I'm Brock Lesnar and this is Roman. So this is it.
But so basically, those two men fought, and Roman did better than John Cena.
He did. Roman Reigns actually did a bunch of spears to Brock Lesnar, took him down quite a few times,
and made him bleed his own blood.
He did bleed his own blood, Bob.
That's right, Pam. Brock Lesnar blood. Lesnar blood. You can't combine those words.
It was
cancer's cure.
It was terrifying. But of course, when both men were kind of tired and worn out, and Lesnar was kind of half unconscious, Seth Rollins decides to cash in his money in the bank.
It finally happened! It finally happened! Seth Rollins!
The man who was on no promotional material for WrestleMania. And honestly, we should have known. We should have known that because he was featured on no posters that they were stealthing in some kind of madness because he is on the show every time there's a show. So yeah, he did. Anyway, so he cashes in the Money in the Bank and defeats Roman Reigns for the belt.
Absolutely. And so now we have a new champion. He's gonna get little Seth Rollins plates on there. Let people know.
Is that going to be a man with long hair on the belt?
I really have no idea what it's going to be, Pam. Does he have a symbol?
He does. It's it's another one of those. It's kind of like the Randy Orton, Seth Rollins. They're all kind of like that.
I want to imagine it's in some sort of phallic shape.
No, it's like two R's, R and R with a thing in the middle.
Yeah. So he's the new champ. And he really deserves it. Roman Reigns
is the bitch of all men, apparently.
I mean, it's Superman had trouble with the Beast incarnate. I'm not gonna lie. He did look like a wrestler, but it was still a pretty. If it had no Seth Rollins to save the day, it would have been a pretty boring match.
The booing every time Roman Reigns landed a hit was intense, and loud. It was, people were upset. And even people who did not like Brock Lesnar were upset when Roman Reigns hit Brock Lesnar. So, yeah, there's one over there. It's the beginning of a new era. Some old wrestlers have retired.
Yeah, I mean, they're
new champions.
They're pushing the new talent. It feels good. I had a great time. It was a really good Everyone was really nice, especially the other Macho Men. You guys were great.
I wish we could have got a picture with all the Macho Men.
I know. Just not enough time, not enough batteries, not enough. You really want to be there for the wrestling. The other thing is, I ran into the guys from WrestleCon last night who sat in front of me and heard me loudly, drunkenly scream to turn the light off.
So loud.
Saw those guys again.
So drunk.
They were so excited to see me. I apparently made some friends I didn't even know about. If you watch the WrestleCon DVD and hear some insane man just becoming unhinged.
I just want to watch my fucking wrestling.
And then like some woman next to him just laughing hysterically.
That's me.
And me.
And her and him. And we are the San Francisco Wrestling Watching Club. We have a member from the Philly Wrestling Watching Club. We meet every Monday at Nikki's Bar. It's on Haight Street, 466 Haight Street. You can come join us. We see Raw live, the East Coast feed. It starts at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have 2 tables, a reserved section. We're on the upper floor. We have 2 TVs, subtitles, sound. I mean, full sound, people. All we do is watch Raw, come drink a few beers, have a hamburger, $5 happy hour specials. Everything's great. Other than that, I mean, this WrestleMania was amazing. It will go down probably in the top 10 WrestleManias of WrestleManias.
76,969 people. Can you imagine how many?
I mean, the sheer amount of bitching we did all year meant that this WrestleMania was going to be amazing. Because like we were big babies like all year. They kept red herring us with like, oh, I don't know, your dad's gonna be champion. I mean, anything to make you just feel like boo hiss. And then what do? They just nice Seth Rollins glaze on that. Daniel Bryan as a side dish. John Cena because like I don't know, fuck all you haters. He's John Cena. He's
for the kids.
He's
for
better.
The kids.
He's better than other men. Just cope with some humans are superior to you physically, and John Cena is all of them.
Also, we saw him pick up Rusev from like lying flat on the ground. Again, like John Cena, I will say, like no matter how you feel about him as a wrestler, his like straight up feats of strength are scary.
Oh,
like I'm sorry, it's so exciting.
That is true.
He hit this pitch.
Well, then let's wrap it up.
And so this was the 1 minute.
1 minute WrestleMania recap.
1 minute WrestleMania recap. 1 minute WrestleMania recap. 1 minute WrestleMania. Get in there.
23-minute WrestleMania recap.
No, that's not how it works.
All right, a minute.